Hello. It's the end of week one, and it's been a mixed bag. I'd say mostly a good start. Nick and all had some issues in between, which kind of mixed things up a bit, but yeah. So I don't have a script ready for today, like the other one either. I have a bunch of clips. I did take a few videos on and off. I don't think the exact vlogging format, like recording everything that happens, is really gonna be my thing. It's not. It's never an instinct for me to whip out the phone and take it out. And maybe the more I do this, maybe that will become a thing. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I'll try and figure it out because I've never see when there's something good going on outside. You're on a trip. You're on a trip. 100% through Paris and everything. I think documenting a bit of that is really nice to just be able to look back on it nicely. So I 100% want to do that, but at the same time, I don't constantly want to be looking for those nice shots, if that makes sense. Like trying to find, oh, this would be a nice look. Kind of want it to happen organically. So I'm not sure where that balance will be drawn or how that balance will be drawn, but we shall see. While watching this, I'm also realizing that maybe that light should be off the next time I do this, but I'm not editing it out right now, so I can enjoy a bit of ambient lighting in the background for no reason. It's been a good week. USEQIP went very well, and I have a couple of clips from here and there. I think especially the first couple of days, let's get videos kind of situation. But it was really fun. I enjoy teaching, and I really love that aspect of it. I've always enjoyed that, and I think that was really fun. Getting to interact with the undergrads, and they have really stimulating questions. It helps me recap a lot of the theory and kind of cements it back in my head again when I've had a big gap. And sometimes even makes me think about things in a way that I haven't thought about it before, just because of the kind of questions that I get. And it's really beneficial for me, and it's really good when it seems to be getting good feedback. They're enjoying it, they're understanding things well because I'm able to explain it properly. So definitely a fun situation. I tried to keep the workouts going till about Wednesday, Thursday. I think Thursday morning I woke up with a bit of pain. It wasn't doing too good. It was pretty stiff. That was the day for the RMT. And I wish I had sound recording immediately after or somewhere near the massage therapist because it was bliss. The feeling itself, it was a bit of pain. There were like knots that you had to like knead out of the shoulders and stuff, but it felt so good, and I'm so thankful for the recommendation. Both George and Shivam and whoever else was saying, go to an RMT, will fix it. It felt a lot better. But things sometimes really get worse before they get better, and Thursday night was horrid. Yeah, I was up basically all night, and my neck had just locked up, and it was pain, and just trying to find a position and do something to distract myself from the pain. And the next morning, like Friday, it was at work by like 8 o'clock, and 8 till 6:30, it was just lab. So it was interesting. But the funny thing which I realized, and part of the thing with the neck generally, is when it's hurting, the pain kind of makes me stiffen up and hold it in a specific position that makes it worse. Like it tenses up the muscles because of the pain. So if I'm able to do anything to distract myself, it generally makes it a bit better because the pain slowly subsides. And if I'm not thinking about it, the muscles aren't tensing up, so that it helps it kind of relax a bit faster. So funnily enough, it started off really bad at the start of the day, but through actually giving my lecture at the start of the day and then running the lab 3 different sessions, having to explain to them, and my mind just completely distracted because I'm on like doing a task which is very mentally stimulating and has my complete attention on something else. And the help for muscle relaxant up to lunch. It got a lot better by the end of Friday, and I slept pretty well. The pillow position that the RMT had suggested actually worked out pretty well, and I got a good night's sleep. Like I normally sleep about 7.5 hours. I try to keep it quite regular at that, and this was a good 8.5 hours of sleep. I had slept the previous night, so perfect. I woke up with my light alarm. I kind of approximated when I think I would get up, and I woke up with my lights flaring up. I love it when that happens. It's the most like beautiful, blissful morning situation. And I had a very productive like Saturday morning. I got the room clean, got my laundry done. It went a bit like just mood off, different reasons. Like stuff happened which like Saturday afternoon-ish, but I went out and went to Servo. There's a small clip of that you see the end of this where I got a little, what do they call it? Bombay something sandwich, and it was just like, I guess, a samosa kind of thing squished with veggies and all. It's a very classic Bombay street food type meal, but it was yum, it was nice, and it's a nice vibe. I really like that place. So it was good. And to be honest, I didn't think this was going to happen today. There was a good chunk of time, but I was like, don't feel like it, don't want to do it. But one a week, so this is going to be one a week. Sometimes I'm not going to have as much clips. Sometimes it's just going to be me talking, but I'm going to get this done. And I'm hoping the more I do it, the more habitual it becomes. And slowly it won't just be me putting clips together, and I can actually start practicing video editing skills. I won't take too much time out of it today. There's probably not going to be any music or anything in the background of this. Eventually I will get and have it a lot more fun to watch. So if you're actually watching this all the way through, thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for humoring my attempt to start this project. But yeah, after this, and I may put a time. I'll try to put timestamps. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I can like skip ahead to just get a little quick look at what the weeks were like. But we got free food for USEQIP at least 2 of the days, which was nice. It was the weirdest thing. I didn't really talk about it too much in that clip, but it was wraps, and they were stuffing it in basically whatever they could think of. There was noodles in one, there was this kind of turkey thing in another, there was veggies and stuff. They all tasted good. It was really nice, but I really feel like they had a bunch of different things and they weren't sure what to do with it. And they had a bunch of wraps and they weren't sure what to fill it with. And little disheveled look here. But first USEQIP lunch. They make these little noodle, turkey, veg, multiple options, wraps, colorful. Pretty good. I'm having lunch first before everybody else, so kind of yummy. Productive morning and good start. Hello. Back after a long day. Just grocery shopping on the way back from work. Had the first USEQIP day today, which went pretty well. And I have bought in the groceries for the egg fried rice that I'll be cooking in the evening. I'll probably show you a few clips of that. Have to do a little mobility session, a light workout now. We'll see what my neck allows. And whew, it's hot, really hot. So we should take it from there. So just got back home. There's a bit of a mess. I'm gonna try and do a bit of a workout, just a mobility session. The neck's still kind of hurting today, but I'm gonna try and just get some movement in, bit of just warm up, something lighter on the neck today. Feel a little bit better because it's been feeling really tight and pain. I've got the RMT tomorrow, that's the registered massage therapist, and I'm really hoping she'll be able to give me some physio, some exercise to make this feel better, and hopefully the massage will help relieve some of the pain. We should see. But yeah, trying not to miss it, just trying to keep the session going, the momentum going more than anything else. It's light stuff, nothing that's gonna hurt the neck, but just... It's not very clear. Let's try to figure out how to do this better. Maybe if I turn a bit to this side. Maybe not. Just something about when you have this kind of an overcast sky. The whole green seems a lot more bright, like a lot more vibrant. And I like it. Just the absolute beautiful smell of like fresh earth after rain, with that vibrant green and stormy sky. And who would guess the time was just 9 o'clock at night right now? Gotta love the summer. One thing which I definitely want to do, and I'm trying to figure out what format this needs to take, and this will probably be at the end of the video, maybe a bit of a hard cut, but we can keep it as such for now. I want to have one thing that I learned, because I'm doing I read a lot of these self-help books, I have a lot of podcasts, newsletters that I read and listen to. So I want to make this a platform where I share things that are working for me. So I want at least one, maybe more things that I tried that week, an action step that I took that I feel was beneficial, or an action step that I took that didn't work for me. And we can speak about that too. I think both things have benefits to them. I don't specifically have one for this week, maybe one-ish, but one thing which was good that happened, which can either be in my life or something that I find, some news or anything, which I think a little bit of just like a, hey, look, this kind of positive thing happened, and put it up there for you all to see when you're watching these videos. And maybe, and I don't really have graphics for this or anything, I'll probably will work on that. It's definitely a fun way for me to learn it and it's something I want to make. But a little graphics package will have how productive did I feel this week, scale of 1 to 5, how much fun did I have this week on a scale of 1 to 5. Maybe a bit of like how was my social interaction this week, like because I feel I should be spending a little time kind of not just in my room and at work. So whether that's going for improv club, whether that's calling people over board game night, whether it's next weekend Path coming over and us having a trip and something as fun as that, I definitely want something. And so I kind of rate that on a scale of 1 to 5 just so I am aware on a week-to-week basis, because I have an inkling that the weeks that don't go good either don't have a lot of social interaction in there sometimes, or they're preceded by a week that doesn't have a lot of social interaction, so my battery's kind of running low when I move into the next week. This may or may not be the case, but I guess we're going to find out. So yeah, let's just do the first ones. For this week, I think my action point, and that's what I spoke about in the first video, is just getting started. I 100% agree. Veda's told me this a lot of times, Mama's told me this a lot of times, a lot of people have told me this a lot of times, but especially you all have brought this up, where I spend a little too much time talking and planning and thinking. And I want to move a little bit more towards a bias to action. So this is my step towards that. I also want to try and maybe cut this thing down a bit. It's about 9 minutes, 17 seconds. I want these things to be a lot shorter. But maybe it won't be the first time and I'll get better at doing it as we move along. So yeah, the bias to action. I got started with this stuff. Even with the days where I wasn't feeling it because my neck's not feeling off and everything, I try to think about, okay, what can I record today? It didn't happen every single day, but I'm here compiling what I do have to actually make a video and put it out, and I'm not missing the first week. Part of me wanted to be like, you know what, let's put it next week, let's start next week. This week wasn't bad, but I'm feeling okay today. I have some stuff, so let's just put it together. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be something, and we'll take it from there. The one good thing, I'm going to keep it very basic and simple. It's something that actually made that evening a lot better. It's the evening that I came back and did the workout. It's the one where I have the black Nike hoodie on and I was going to start. I got out from work. I was pretty much on schedule, but I'd forgotten to charge my GRT pass, the bus pass which is there, which basically allows me to go. I hadn't put it for the June month. And I don't remember how exactly. I think maybe I had a couple of extra money saved on always just for a reminder to myself that, okay, hey, it's money going that the pass going, is the new month has come and you can go ahead. And I was kind of just using that and forgetting to charge at the bus pass. So I think on the Tuesday or Wednesday, when I actually went ahead and got on the bus, there was no fares left on it. And I was going to step off, the guy's like, don't worry about it, let me back on. Small thing in his day, he probably doesn't even think about it or remember it, but I felt so nice. It was such a sweet thing for him to do. And I was in a much more better mood moving back home. And it got me to, let's just hit the workout and go everything. And it was a nice thing. It was a sweet thing. So that's the one good thing that happened this week. There have definitely been other things, but keeping it as a minimum barrier and keeping this at 1. We're reaching almost 12 minutes. So I'm going to stop this here. Overall, we're going to have about a 15-minute video this week maybe. But I will definitely get this shorter. I'm not going to make it as long each week. And if you have reached all the way till the end, thanks for listening.